What's up, y'all? It's Lawrence from Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk, and today I have my Miles Morales Spider-Man Across the Multiverse action figure, man. When I saw that movie, I was like, I have to hunt this down and get it. I already went over Spider-Gwen, so check out that video, but let's get into this, see how he compares with Spider-Gwen as well as the Miles from the previous film. I'm so excited, I need to catch my breath. We're gonna compare those figures, see how they play together, and have some fun. Let's go. Boom. Here we go. Spider-Man Across the Multiverse. Part 1. I know some of you guys are mad. Spoiler alert at the end of the film when you found out it's a cliffhanger, but on the promotional packaging, it does have part 1. Not on all of them, so I don't think they wanted you to know, but they didn't exactly hide it either because part 1. All right, that's my rant. Let's take a look at this packaging. Same exact thing as the Spider-Gwen, and you just have this really cool image of Miles right here. Let me bring you guys up so you can see it a bit. That's pretty freaking dope. I don't know if that's actual figure photography or a little computer, but that looks actually great. Kind of old school packaging. I'm happy they brought this back because not a fan of the way they've been packaging the Marvel Legends in those boxes. You just never know what you're really gonna get. But let's get this bad boy open. What did you guys think of this movie? Let me know in the comments section, guys. We reviewed it. You can check out our review. Hit the playlist, check out the reviews. Man, this thing, best superhero movie ever made. I said it. This thing was absolutely amazing. I mean, you hear me go on about it in the Spider-Gwen video, but it really is such a good film. I can't wait to go back and see it again. Trying to get my wife to go see it. Let's see if I can get her to. So let's open up this Miles Morales figure. Now, I wasn't gonna get him. I'm pretty satisfied with the one that came out with the last movie. But when I saw this movie and the idea of having a more mature, seasoned Miles was pretty great. And also the Miles from the last line kind of had the jacket and the shorts. So it'd be cool to get a Miles from the movies that has kind of just his costume without, spending those figure arts dollars. There we go. And it looks freaking great, man. Having trouble standing. It looks really good. It's a little thin. I feel like the proportions here are way more kind of cartoony, or that's a bad word, but much more artistic. And I know it's a cartoon or computer generated cartoon, but the last figures felt like they had a little bit more realistic proportions, but looks great. Let's check. Let's get a little closer here. Oh, I love the detailing in his mask and the suit, where you see this kind of metallic blue and the black and his very specific spider emblem, which is so dope. We see it kind of spray painted in the first movie, but in this one, it's like his hardcore emblem. It's not just dripping with spray paint anymore. Oh man, that's dope. The way his spider logo's upside down where Peter's is the other way. That's pretty cool. And in the movie, they kept saying, "Where do you bleed it from your armpits?" I don't think the other Spider-Man liked his suit design too much, but I do. Take a look at this mask and love the eyes. Those are perfect. My issue with the Spider-Gwen's mask was of this, this line from this movie was her eyes are kind of like squinting as if she's mad, which is great. but I would have loved to have a neutral mask, kind of like this, just kind of neutral, not too much expression. And then if they give us another head that's not just their unmasked head, then I'll take the expressions. But I guess that's where you get into Mayfex. Look at his legs, very skinny legs. But a lot of great detail, and you can see how the texture here is different than here. That's cool. That's cool, I like that touch. You can really see it up here. I'll go back to the legs in a second, but how there's just different textures throughout his costume. This is more smooth, more smooth. This has more texture. And of course, this has that scale texture, and kind of, you can almost see a boot cut. So it's not just like booties. There is idea of a boot cut. And red bottoms, Louis Vuittons. You got them red bottoms, peg holes, but no figure stand. Pretty nice if we got a figure stand. Just to do dynamic poses with this guy. Let's see how he poses. And you know, with the figure this kind of exaggerated, you're gonna get some really great poses out of him. I'm not the best, I don't have the best imagination. I'd have to go look at some comic book art to create some stuff, but it's a good looking figure. Like I said, its proportions are way more cartoony than I thought they would be, but I'm all right with that. Can do the splits. I mean, if your Spider-Man does not have great articulation, then really, what is the point of having a Spider-Man figure? Got the ball joint right here. Now we don't get a toe, which would have been cool. Been nice to get some little toe action, especially for Spider-Man figures, because you know the posing. You know he is incredibly flexible, and you want to have that, but it's all right. Let's see what we got in the box. He is kind of top heavy, so I don't know if he stands great. All right, let's see what we got in the box. What accessories? So we have pretty much some, you know, about to spin those webs. Some webbing hands right here. One for each side, which is cool. It'll be nice if, yeah, I know, we don't get crazy accessories in Marvel Legends, but it'd be nice if we got hands that, like, you know, wall crawling hands. The fists are great, but you know, you want those wall crawling hands when you get a pose down, like he's not just in a fist, but these are fine. Let's check out this head sculpt of Miles Morales, a grown up Miles Morales. Okay. Huh. Are his eyes green? Hold on. No, they're brown. It's looking green to me in camera. That's an okay head sculpt, man. It's a little shiny. Definitely looks like Miles. Texture of the hair is really cool. And if it's anything, yeah, pops off easy. Not so easy where it's loose, but easy enough where you don't gotta use warm water. Wow, he is, his neck is a little longer than I thought it would be. I think his proportions are just a little too thin, right? And hands pop off just as easy. Wrong hand. All right, let's compare him to Miles Morales of Into the Spider-Verse. And here he goes right here. Now, this is actually pretty cool. A much younger Miles. Dang, it's only been a year. Talk about that growth spurt. But you can kind of see right here, right, where this figure's proportions feels not as cartoony. I mean, look at the legs. Look at, it's more thicker, more realistic, as opposed to this. This is so, I mean, stylized is the right term, which is fine. I have to say, between the two, this is a way better head sculpt and painted way better than this one. And see how on this neck, it just feels a little bit right? Yeah, I have to say, the Into the Spider-Verse figure is superior. This is still dope. Don't get me wrong. But this bad boy is superior. Let's compare the masks. Focus. I would say these are equally as dope. Honestly, they kind of almost look like the same sculpt. A little different. New Miles does not have the webbing. More like scales, which is interesting. Now, unfortunately, they don't have the same connector, so we can't interchange these, unfortunately. Wait, yeah, you see, the Into the Spider-Verse, the first one, is bigger. It's a bigger head. Let's get an idea. Oh, where do you go? It can't because of this, but you know, if you can see the idea here. I don't really know what I was just trying to show you. Oh. 1 second. There we go. I mean, it'd be kind of cool. They really pulled Back to the Future and Beyond the Spider-Verse, where Miles kind of not just goes into the multiverse, but goes back in time and goes back to the first movie for a bit. That would be kind of fire. I mean, they work, man. The new one works. This is just better. It's just a better head sculpt. It's a better head sculpt. All right, let's see him with Gwen. Now, it's interesting. Her legs are thicker than his, and I know maybe they're trying to make hers more feminine and his more man, but his is just sticks. Her proportions are much more realistic than his. And her head sculpt is... Why do I feel like Miles is just wasn't given the same love? Like compare the head sculpts. Look at this. Gwen is way better. Just more depth, and you have the blush, the rosy cheeks here. It's just a better sculpt. He looks like a terrified cartoon. They don't look like they're part of the same line. This looks way more, I don't know if high end's the right word. It looks better. Wow. Wow. That's very interesting. Let's get Spider-Woman or Ghost Spider or wherever you want to call your Gwen Stacy. And let's pretend that Miles forgot his mask, so he has to throw on Gwen's. His neck sits so high up. And see how her head's too big? It's because his body is just too thin. And also, the pegs are different sizes. Let's play around. So Miles, if you can't do the same thing, it won't even fit. Not that you want to, but play with your toys any way you want. All right, let's just get these together. I do think they still look good together, and Miles, he's 15. Maybe he is just this scrawny kid, which works. The Gwen figure is way better, though. Gwen figure is way better than the Miles. I am happy I have it, though. And now, this is my Spider-Man, my all-purpose Spider-Man. Which is this Mayfix Spider-Man with the bootleg Mayfix Spider-Man Peter Parker head, because I missed out on that one. So I got the bootleg one to go on this Mayfix 185. And let's see how does this team play well together? This is strange for me. I think these two work really well. He's just too scrawny, right? That works better. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But I love the movie so much that I had to get him. And maybe when Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out, they'll come out with one same costume, probably, I imagine. Kind of fixing it, but it doesn't look so bad with the mask on, man. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think about this compared to this guy? Let me know in the comments section. How do you feel about the movie? How do you feel about this figure? Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the playlist. We got so many unboxings. We got toy hunts and movie reviews and TV reviews and all types of really cool stuff. So check that out. And we'll be back. Same spider time, same spider channel. Peace. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk.